teams in the National Football League. Brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. This team entering with 2 straight losses since they won on opening weekend. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Lions. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. They'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and it ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
A try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Fake the handoff. Now Watson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the rookie 3rd-round pick, Harold Bannon. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
A long one from Gibbs for an even 40 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
We go tonight. 180.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll jump forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark him short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. Really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Watson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Nolan Smith. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. Going deep downfield for Judy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he's standing right around his own goal line. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the field. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
By 20.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's able to force his way through one man and close to about a yard on that play. Second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, Goff. Right side and brought in by Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And the Lions have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
17. Turbo set.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
180.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's in. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out in the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchdown. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. He'll step up and run this. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson. And that time, the pressure's too much. He'll go down. Edith Hutchinson getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Watson to throw. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Aiden Hutchinson working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this 1st half.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there. 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as we have 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
2 for 1. He goes tonight.
Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now, first down throw for Watson. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
To Harold Madden Jr. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
Watson now on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. A run, and here comes Judkins. Now we'll get a timeout of Cleveland. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
A gain of 7. First down, Cleveland.
Now it's Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On second down, here's Watson. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal. Here's Watson. He'll try and get the... And he'll get into the end zone. Deshaun Watson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Browns 7.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll have it across midfield and at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd
Goff to
and
throw.
10.
That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Goff to throw. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
180.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Brown. Cyber text the point is true. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, and they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Browns 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Browns offense ready to take over once again. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Watson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Watson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. They track him down. That ball is out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
great job separating the man from the ball on the sack. And now it's up to their offense. Can they take advantage of this sudden change situation?
He pulls it in around the 5. A second effort, and he is in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Cougar knife.
Now Watson. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, it's Judkins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This pass caught by Judy. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Raymond going to return it. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Martin Emerson on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
We go to the
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
It's number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he will get into the end zone. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He has a touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Lions 35. Browns 14.
Get your money down. I put money down. Another guy. On my people now.
Jack Fox to kick
Oh,
off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. zone. It's a touchback. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Watson. Here's a screen set up for Ford. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Likely.
Shotgun snap to Watson. Aiden Hutchinson. They get to yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They snap it to Watson, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Pistol, here comes Gibbs. Oh, he takes a really good leg to the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
180. Super.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. This pass complete to Raymond. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and
9. 3rd and 9.
We go to line.
From the gun, it's gone. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. He's got another one. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. 15's ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
Open his drive on the ground with 4. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another set. Jack Campbell in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
15.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Watson. Going up top. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Back to throw is Watson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of the marker. That one never had a chance as they turn it over on down.
Here we go.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5. At the 29.
Now Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
180. Hold on. Switch.
On the handoff, this is good. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Here we go. Tonight. White 20. Turbo.
To throw is Goff. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. So it's a win here for the Lions. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early and often, and they cruised to an easy victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took a Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry.
1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? The throw by Jared Goff gets picked off, taken back to the house. Touchdown, pick 6. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is the newest Patriot signed away from Houston in the offseason, Stephon Diggs. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's the veteran, Austin Eckler. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Commanders have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, he's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my lady. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Texas got y'all bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Lions sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. So, here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Short one there to his tight end, Fant.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
11.
They go play action for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Right, 80.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Pass caught left side by Fant.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
To say he found a pretty good rhythm last week, I think, Mike, is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, he single-handedly accounted for 30 points after throwing for 5 touchdowns in last week's win. He had a couple of interceptions, and those are obviously concerning, but a little bit easier to live with the picks when you can get that sort of production out of your passing game. Look for him to keep slinging the rock all over the field, cut down on the turnovers. He can do that. He expects to lead his team to another victory in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
On first down, it's Goff. Pass taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Now, Goff. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming.
Oh, a loose football. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. Take me out.
On one, ready? Here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. The outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 3.
180.
18-yard line.
Wait, cut.
Burrow here on second down. This one complete to Higgins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 1.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
First and 10.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And before this drive starts, let me take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Geno Stone that time, all over him in coverage.
180.
A second down throw for Goff. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. And he will go all the way. Khalif Raymond, touchdown Lions. That is first touchdown this year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Bengals 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
1-1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. We are through one. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Gun, gun. Cut. Cut.
Burrow now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And we get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jamar Chase, incomplete. It's
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
180.
2nd down. Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game to generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat you.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
180!
From the gun, it's gone. That one out wide to Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10 now from the 36.
What?
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 29, here's second and 3. Once again, it's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Lions.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Got. 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. His 4th TD grab of the season. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's LaVisca Chenault. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They trailed out 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10.
Mighty. Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one taken in by Chenault. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and will stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Brings up fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Like 20.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Pass completed is St. Brown.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so
trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Dan Taylor Britt.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
32-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13.
On 1st down, Burrow. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready? Empty cost.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. They'll take this down to the 47. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7.
We go tonight.
Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here is Goff. Open man left side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
180.
First and goal, and here's Montgomery. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Gibbs. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal.
180.
Goff to throw. To the goal line and in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
In this offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage. And it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Burrow here on second down. That's complete. It's Yosivon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
3rd and 8.
Let's get set. Can.
Burrow from out of the gun here on. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Wait, 20. Cornell.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And the Lions.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
We go tonight.
The fourth quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Like 20.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much
His
over.
kick is good. Makes the score 28. Bengals 3. Jack Watts to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own
Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right 80, hot.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Pass caught left side by Fant. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
First down.
Right 80.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
What? What's that?
They'll run with Montgomery. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
120. What's that?
One more time with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. He's got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Chenault. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Thomas. Shot. Right 80. Right shot. Right 80.
They bring Chase in motion. A 1st down throw for Burrow. One finds Chase. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Here we go.
Brings up second
Right,
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.